Tell us, what are you saying?
What I'm saying
that
is
makes
that
you think that Bola Tinubu, is ahead in the race.
First, there are three main candidates. There are several other.
There are 15 of them, actually.
Yeah, and they are all very competent people, good Nigerians. I believe they all have good intentions. But as I've heard from you repeatedly in this program, you talk about three leading candidates. Okay, so if we talk about those three leading candidates, and sometimes you proceed to mention their names or their parties. You talk about Atiku Abubakar, you have just shown him rather generously. And you speak about my dear friend, Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party, and then Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress. It is no secret that you have at least 5 governors who are, including governors that matters in the South-South, where you talk about the stronghold of PDP. Now, some of the governors revolting against Atiku are from that part of the country. And you talk about our candidate for the first time going to Baramatu Kingdom. I'm not even sure that a PDP candidate has ever gone to that place because they have always taken it there for granted. And so PDP is a house divided against itself, and the real damage be done to the reputation of PDP candidate Atiku Abubakar is that governors, not unknown quantities, governors, state chief executives, who have never decamped from PDP, who can be called PDP indigens, they spoke to the fact that you can't trust the PDP candidate, Atiku Abubakar, and therefore they will not, they withdraw from his campaign council. And even the immediate past governor of Ondo State, Mimiko, is in that group where he went to today. He did have the honor of being received by perhaps the most high-profile politician in that state. So this is not secret to be uncovered. So you know it. You talk about it all the time. So as they say, even in the background I'm coming from, you introduced me correctly, and I'm very proud of that. As former president of the NSC, we always say that united we stand, divided we fall. So if 5 people have reason to question the character of Atiku Abubakar, that you can't trust his word, that he can't even manage his own party, he can't grant concessions, he's so fixated about certain things, he's totally insensitive to Project Nigeria, the need to keep Nigeria together. He could go to a place like Kaduna and speak to a part of the country and say, don't vote for a Yoruba man. He didn't say don't vote for Tinubu, because that's a huge difference. You might say don't vote for Tinubu, but when you say don't vote for a Yoruba man, and you say these people who call themselves ethnic nationalities, don't vote for Yoruba, don't vote for an Igbo man, the Igbo nation. So, because the man is Igbo, it doesn't matter. The fact of being Igbo makes him unelectable. A man who seeks to govern Nigeria has said this publicly, on record. How can you trust him? You can't manage your household. You are a serial divorcee, and you want to preach unity, family unity to me? No, that's not that. So, when he gets the job as commander-in-chief of the armed forces, what string you have to pull?
But if you're
you know, there's a saying that you have to stoop to conquer.
If you're pointing this,
he's not even ready.
If you're saying this, comrade, the PDP will also say this about your candidate, and they will point out that the man that you're describing, or you're looking at, your candidate, has also had a series of relationships with his former allies that have gone awry. They will mention the Minister of Interior. They will mention a former governor who couldn't get a second-term ticket. They will have a long list of people who have been allies of the former Lagos governor that have fallen off because of their own reasons.
Why are you comparing potato with yams? You're talking about alliance. I'm talking about someone with his eye open by 1999, contesting as a vice president, and by 2023, challenging the then president not to run for second term and positioning himself to take over from his boss against the wish of his boss. And once he lost out, he's on record, listening attentively, decamping as a sitting president, vice president, decamping to ACN so that he can get the presidential platform to challenge, to contest for presidency. It didn't matter to him all that PDP had offered him. Our candidate has never decamped. When they took his party from him in the manner that they did, which is no secret, he simply formed another one. About those who benefited from his leadership, those he picked, built them all like the Minister of External Affairs, and he believes he has grown up, and he's now a big boy. He can live on his own and he walk away. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't blame you for that. You may wish to ask the guy, given that, but for this man, you would have been known. Why will you do this? Many of us didn't know that Adegbeshola is not from Oshu State until he was posted, until he went to Oshu to contest election. We knew him as Commissioner of Works, Lagos State, for 8 years. Before then, I didn't know him. Now, where did you mention that he supported Ambode and he left? Was there a vacancy in Lagos? They brought a young man who everybody see, you can see is doing a much, much better job.
Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
Babajide Sanwo-Olu. You can't compare Sanwo-Olu's, look at the way he managed COVID in Lagos. Look at Fashola. I bet you are being selective. You are actually speaking to the finest quality of Asiwaju to catch them young, identify them young, build them up, mentor them, and challenge them with position of responsibility. If you know, there was one interview I watched on channel television. It was hosted by Khadija also. She asked Atiku, who have you built? Who can you say, I picked this guy from the ground, from the floor, and here he is.
Politicians, they are double mouth. How fast can things change? So Oshiomole, from 4 people tweeting in a room to my dear friend and one of the 3 major forces. Okay, the reality is still setting in. I think we are gradually getting there. We are gradually getting there. Nice one, comrade.